going to be a good day.
Welcome to the show. We are going to help you live a long time, Mikey.
I have done it, and you can too. You can live to 100.
You're not that close.
You know, remember as Irene Cara once sang in the film Fame?
I want to live forever. Don't make me do that.
Well, apparently new research suggests that with a few simple lifestyle changes, we might be able to live to 100.
Like playing certain games and eating certain foods and doing certain exercises.
Should I be married to live longer?
You would think the answer would be no. But here to tell us what those changes are is the author of Transcend, 9 Steps to Living Well Forever, Dr. Terry Grossman.
Hi, Dr. Terry.
How you doing?
Good to see you, my brother. Have a seat there.
I like this topic. This is interesting.
So why don't we play a game to get the information out in kind of a fun way? Or hopefully so. We're going to play this game. You can live to 100 if the answers are lifestyle changes. Everyone can make you live longer to 100. I'm not making any sense. But the questions will in a matter of seconds.
Okay, first of all, and by the way, lifestyle changes, as we were saying, just a few certain things can actually help you increase the probability that you'll live until, you know.
Absolutely. There are 2 studies going on right now, large studies, both with about 1,000 people. The New England centenarian study, the Okinawa centenarian study, and they found that certain lifestyle factors, such as obvious factors like don't smoke. Smokers don't live to be 100, but also some things that are unexpected, like high self-esteem, high self-confidence is associated with longevity, increasing your chance of living 100.
Juliet.
That's yes, you're a very confident man you are. Okay.
So it is possible. We've established that. Shall we get into the game?
Yeah.
Let's get it on. First question.
Okay,
what daily hygiene activity will add 6 years to your life?
A, combing your hair. B, flossing your teeth. C, cleaning your ears.
Audience, what do you think?
I'm hearing A and I'm hearing B.
I'm hearing a lot of B. The answer, doctor, is?
The audience is correct. The answer is B.
Flossing your teeth. Why? Why is that?
Well, when you floss your teeth, you remove bacteria that are contained in the gum, and the bacteria in the gums creates inflammation. And inflammation in the gums can echo into the heart and in the arteries in the brain, increasing your risk of heart attack and stroke. So it turns out that flossing your teeth can add an average of 6 years to your life, because 8 out of 10 Americans...
6 years.
8 out of 10 Americans have some degree of gingivitis.
80% of Americans have
gingivitis, gum disease. And we can reduce that by flossing every day.
If you haven't done that, if you haven't been a flosser every day and you start now, will it help?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Never too late to start.
All right.
Juliet, number 2 question. Get
A.
this. This is important. Being married will add how many years to your life, woman?
It will add years to your life? Okay.
Yes.
A, 5. B, 3 years. C, 2 years.
Audience. I see we hear a lot of C's.
C's.
Add 2 years to your life.
Doc, what's the answer?
Well, the answer is actually A, 5 years.
5 years?
But
Mike.
That's good, Juliet.
Get married now.
But it makes a difference, is a difference between men and women.
Of times.
All right, shut up.
You're up to 15 years.
Shut up!
Married men live 8 to 10 years longer than unmarried men.
What? Why are married men living longer?
You'll kick the bucket sooner.
I think it's because they don't take as good a care of themselves without a woman to help them.
Okay.
But even married women live longer than unmarried women, but it's only about 2 or 3 years.
It surprises me because you hear so many married people say, but I guess the single people are saying that too.
Well, I think you can also improve your chances by being married several times.
I'm going to live forever.
Nicely done. Okay, I don't floss and I'm single.
Bye, Mikey. Okay, you can change these things now, Mikey. You have a nice girlfriend. Shelda. All right, people who live to 100 are more likely to A, live in a highly populated city, B, live in a rural area, or C, live in the mountains.
Audience. Getting a lot of C's.
Terry?
Mountains.
Audience is correct again. The answer is C, live in the mountains.
What is it about the mountains?
Well, living in the city is not as helpful as living in a small town in a rural area, but the mountains are even more helpful because the low oxygen levels, the higher up you go in the mountains, the lower the oxygen, certain common cancers like colorectal cancer, cervical cancer, and lung cancer do not grow as well in that low oxygen.
Wow.
So there's less cancer. And it turns out that 7 of 10 of the counties in the country that have the greatest longevity are found in mountain communities in Colorado.
I'll be darned. A lot of people. My sister Susan.
Colorado.
Yeah. So I don't floss. I'm not married.
You live in a city.
And I live in New York City. Oh, okay,
and you work with me.
Well, that's number one. If you do this, now listen to this, here's something positive. If you do this, you will live longer. Play chess, get a yearly physical, drink only diet soda.
Audience.
A lot of B's and C's. The answer is?
The answer is actually A on that one.
A, play chess. All right. And the explanation is?
We know that physical exercise increases longevity, but also mental exercise. Working your brain will increase longevity as well, because if you use your brain regularly, such as playing chess, crossword puzzles, learning a new language, taking an adult education class, this will reduce your risk of Alzheimer's. And if you contract Alzheimer's, even at age 65, you'll lose 67% of your life expectancy. If you contract it at 90, you lose 39% of your life expectancy.
I don't play chess. I live in New York City. I don't floss, and I'm not married.
And you work with me every day.
And I work with you. Now here, let's see if I can... Get this, and here's something positive. Doing this will decrease your chances of living till 100. Skydiving.
Retiring. Listening to music. C. Listening to music.
What do you think, audience?
They're going for B.
Yeah, B.
What is it?
Retiring.
Retiring
is correct.
Would decrease your chances of living to 100.
A study that was published in 2005 in the British Medical Journal found that people who retired at 55 had twice the rate of death as people who retired at 55.
Why is that? I would think these people are retiring, they're going on, they're enjoying their lives, less stress.
The theory is that people who continue to work, mental stimulation, and more physically active.
All right, so let's go through it again.
I don't floss. I'm not married. I live in a big city. I don't play chess, and I'm working.
Well, maybe not so long.
June 12th, I'll be healthy.
And you work with me.
Thank you, doctor, very much. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Doc. Okay, so let's move on now. There's another area of expertise here that we're talking about. We brought in our exercise maven. Exercise can help us reach 100 years old. Please welcome the author of the Hollywood Trainer Weight Loss Plan, Jeanette Jenkins.
But is that true, Juliet? We hear that all the time. Exercise will make us live longer. But is that true? Is there any evidence that
there is so much research that several governing bodies, I know, it's like there's so much, for the Center for Disease Control, the American Council of Sports Medicine, and several other leading governing bodies have recommended that Americans exercise a minimum of 30 minutes a day.
30 minutes every single day?
Yeah,
like
but
every day a week?
the good news is that it can even be in increments. It will even benefit you in increments of 10 minutes a day.
Okay.
So even if you can just go for a walk for 10 minutes, or even in 10-minute increments a day, it will add years to your life.
So let me just jump in here. So walking is exercise.
Yes.
It's considered exercise.
Yes.
Okay.
Walking is
that's
considered
good.
exercise.
That's good. Well, you don't... What?
You actually walk.
Well, I mean, it's
like,
I don't like running, so walking that counts.
Yes, walking counts.
Okay. Really? Okay. Is it ever too late to get started? Like you're 60 years old?
No, it's never too late. World famous physician Dr. Cooper, who has the Cooper Institute, he did a research on men over 60 and found that, yes, exercise will decrease the risk of heart disease as well as several other diseases like cancer. And
you know, I hear you say that just dancing is good.
Yeah, I mean, any type of activity. Like, there was a research study in the Netherlands, and they did it on social dancing for seniors. And they showed that when seniors get up and go out dancing, that it increases their life.
I'm telling you.
It's not just, I love this one because my mom's a danceaholic. So now I'm like, go on, Mom. Go out there and get them in that line.
My grandfather he's almost 101 years old, and he goes he goes dancing at his little assisted living facility. He is Mr. Dancer. I mean, he's mown by all these people on there in their little wheelchairs.
It's the physical and the social factor.
Yeah.
And then one of the other types of activities that people don't give enough attribute to giving longevity is strength training, because a lot of times elderly people get hip fractures.
Right.
Give us one exercise that would help them.
One exercise.
Or many
for
exercises.
Hip fracture, Or just
any exercise.
Looking at the clock, I think one exercise.
So if if you can just stand up and do squats, this is gonna help. Just anyone in general is going to get your heart rate going. It's simple. You can do it. If you get really excited, you can do jumping jacks. And if you just can't stop, you can do knee lifts. You can start jogging.
Sure.
You can just jog right outside. And
So
just
basically the rule is you just got to get yourself going.
Yes.
Take the stairs instead of the elevator.
Yeah, more
walk.
active living, all those things.
Or we could walk over and see our nutritionist, Tanya Zuckerbrot.
Thank you, guys.
Hi, Tanya. What's up, sister? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Of course,
Cheesy.
eating the right way properly will extend our life, of course.
And we have foods here that are going to help you to live longer.
And I like what you brought in first, Tanya.
Okay.
What?
What a nice
Red
way to
wine.
start the morning.
All he needs is a candle and look out.
That researchers at Harvard have shown that just one glass of red wine can actually increase longevity. How does this work? I know, right? Good stuff. Okay.
Per day.
Per day. There is a compound in red wine called resveratrol, and studies show that it improves your lipid profile. It reduces your bad cholesterol, increases your good cholesterol, and helps to lower the risk for blood clots. Now, over 60 million Americans have some form of elevated cholesterol levels. So it's the red wine that can help reduce that. It's not the white wine, though, and that's because
I don't like white wine anyway.
I don't really like it.
This is
resveratrol
fantastic
is
news.
found in the skins, and white wine is actually fermented juice, while red wine, they ferment the juice and the skin.
But you're not telling us, Zuckerbrot, to have like 5 glasses of wine.
No, it's in moderation. For men, it's no more than 2 glasses of red wine a day, and for women, it's 1 a day.
Okay.
All right.
We always talk
well.
about fish. We love it. We got to have fish.
Yeah, there's a lot of information about fish, but I think there's some confusion. Why is fish healthy? It's the cold water fish you want to focus on: salmon, mackerel, tuna, and that's because they contain omega-3s. And omega-3 fatty acids help to reduce the risk of blood clots. And the Mayo Clinic has shown that by adding 1 to 2 servings of fish per week, replacing chicken or meat with fish,
Right.
you actually can reduce your risk of death from a heart attack by 33%.
Wow.
That's huge.
That's
I love
awesome.
fish.
Big number.
Blueberries have become the hot fruit.
Well, blueberries
late.
are very popular because out of all the fruits, it's one of the highest in antioxidants. And as the doctor reported, Alzheimer's reduces your risk for longevity. And studies have shown that by adding blueberries, they did a study where people for 2 months increased their blueberry intake. It improved cognitive motor behavior and memory, reducing the risk for Alzheimer's.
Here's the only thing.
Yeah.
I just don't like them.
You don't like blueberries? Well, there
No.
are other fruits with antioxidants, but blueberries happen to be number 1.
All
but
right.
So he doesn't floss.
I don't like blueberries.
Don't like
I
blueberries.
like wine and fish, though. Okay, moving on.
Why do we not see, we don't see oranges here, but we do see other things that have vitamin C in them.
Right. I think it's because most people know that vitamin C is found in oranges, but vitamin C is also found in dairy products like cheese and yogurt, but strawberries and broccoli. Now, we all know vitamin C fights the common cold, but there's more to it than just that. Vitamin C increases the production of interferons, which then help to reduce infection. Studies show that by adding 300 milligrams of vitamin C a day can add 6 years to your life.
May I ask you a question? Why not just pop the little vitamin C chewable tablet?
You absolutely can take a supplement, but there are also other benefits from adding foods with vitamin C.
Tanya, this is the longest you've ever been on a segment where you haven't mentioned the word fiber.
Well, you knew it was coming. And typically I talk about fiber because of the weight loss properties. Fiber helps to keep you feeling full. And obviously taking weight off can also increase your chances for longevity, but that's not why we're talking about fiber today. Studies out of London last year showed that adding fiber, 20 to 30 grams of fiber in your diet per day, reduces the risk for breast cancer. Now, 1 out of every 8 women in this country will get breast cancer. Over 40,000 women died from breast cancer. Adding fiber to your diet is one of the simplest things you can do to reduce your risk. How does this work? Fiber binds with estrogen and pulls it out of your body. And elevated levels of estrogen are associated with breast cancer. So foods with fiber include not just high-fiber cereals and breads, which I think we know about, but an artichoke.
Yes.
This has around 7 grams of fiber.
I
Even
love
popcorn.
artichokes.
Popcorn contains fiber. Whole wheat pastas, dried fruits, nuts, lentils, all great sources of fiber.
Is there a pill, a supplement you can take to get fiber?
There are, but I always recommend foods first.
Okay.
It's very simple to meet your fiber needs through foods first.
Darn it.
Zuckerbrot, thank you very much, my
you,
dear.
Tanya.
Thank you to all of our
Tanya, of
guests.
course, is the author of The F Factor. It's in stores now.
Sure.
Great book.
Great book. All right, thank